Chapter 11 The Call.
For 3 years, M shared his message quietly. Only those closest to him knew about the angel, about God, and about the mission he had been given. But the time had come to speak openly. God told M to begin calling the people of Makkah to the truth, to tell them to worship only God, to care for the weak, to be fair in all things, to prepare for a day when every soul would be judged for what it had done. M knew this would not be easy. The people of Makkah loved their idols. They loved their old ways. They did not like being told that they were wrong. But M had been chosen for a mission, and he would not hide any longer. He stood up in the streets of Makkah. He stood before the crowds at the market. He stood where everyone could see him and hear him. People of Makkah, he called out, there is only one God. Worship him alone. Be good to one another. Care for the poor. Free the slaves. Treat women with respect. Do not bury your daughters alive. Do not cheat in your dealings. Do not break your promises. Do not worship idols that cannot hear, or see, or help you. Some people listened, a few believed, but most did not. The leaders of Makkah grew angry. Their power came from the old ways. The idols brought visitors to Makkah. The visitors brought money. If people stopped worshipping the idols, the leaders would lose their wealth. This man is dangerous, they said. He is dividing our people. He is speaking against our gods. They began to mock M. Look at him, they laughed, an orphan who thinks he's better than everyone. He speaks of one God, they taunted. Our many gods are stronger. They called him names. They spread lies about him. They told people not to listen to him. But M did not stop. Every day he returned to the streets. Every day he called people to goodness. Every day he spoke the truth, even when no one wanted to hear it. Some of the poor and weak believed him. Slaves heard his message of freedom and hoped. Women heard his message of respect and cried. The powerless, who had been crushed for so long, found hope in M's words. The powerful grew more angry. They went to M's uncle, the same uncle who had raised him and protected him since childhood. Control your nephew, they demanded. Tell him to stop speaking against our gods. They also made an offer. If he wants wealth, they said, we will make him the richest man in Makkah. If he wants power, we will make him our leader. All he has to do is stop speaking against our gods. M's uncle was torn. He loved his nephew. He had protected him since M was 8 years old. He went to M and said, my nephew, the leaders are angry. They want you to stop. M looked at his uncle with love and sadness. He knew how difficult this was for the man who had raised him, but he did not hesitate. My uncle, M said, if they placed the sun in my right hand and the moon in my left hand and told me to stop this mission, I would not stop. I will continue until God makes his truth victorious, or I die trying. Tears filled his uncle's eyes. Go then, his uncle said. Say what you wish. I will never abandon you. And so M continued. The days grew harder. The opposition grew stronger. But M did not back down. He had been given a mission. He would see it through.